The wait is over.
The most awaited PACO Photography Contest 2025 officially begins. Show us the roads, bridges, air and seaports, green energy, and technology that shape our economy. This contest is open to all Filipino photographers, professionals, and amateurs aged 16 and above. Big prizes to be given away.
100,000 pesos each for conventional category. 50,000 pesos each for mobile category. 50,000 pesos each for the drone category.
Photos must be taken anywhere in the Philippines from September 17th, 2024 to July 31st, 2025. Submission period is from February 1st to July 31st, 2025. This is your chance to showcase your skill by featuring Philippine infrastructure for economic development. For more info, visit www.pagcor.ph/photocon2025 or call 02-852-11542, local 1529 or 1530. Be updated. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram. Your shot, our future. PACO Photography Contest 2025.
We close out the night with a showdown between two of the stronger teams in the DOJ Interagency Cup 2025. It's the Nbi-Sharpshooters and the Pao-Defenders. Both squads have looked like serious contenders, and now they go head-to-head in a matchup that could set the tone for this tournament. We're live in the PACO Arena, checking out the star guard of the Nbi-Sharpshooters, none other than Lou Abad. 29 points, 6 rebounds, and 9 assists in that win versus the OSG Patriots, 87-72. Lou Abad always looking to score and distribute that ball for this Nbi-Sharpshooter squad. And then on the other end, it's Nicole Dexter Javier in that win versus the PI Sentinels. 26 points, 7 out of 17 from the field, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 12 out of 12 from the free throw line para kay Dexter Javier. Tingnan natin our game at hand. It's the Nbi-Sharpshooters versus the Pao-Defenders. And a good evening and welcome to all the basketball fans watching out there. Aaron D as your anchor for today, and joining me is Coach Anton de los Reyes. So Coach Anton, great to have you back here, and we're down to our final game of this day.
Final game indeed. This is the best exciting part. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Aaron. Great to be covering this game with you again.
And the best exciting part indeed, Coach Anton. But let's not forget the third member of our panel. That's Miss Flo Del Agua as our courtside reporter. You'll be hearing a lot more from her later. But for the meantime, pag-usapan natin our social media pages at Instagram and Facebook at Sinag Liga Asya. Hit that like and follow button. And then when you're done with that, go ahead and look for us on Sinag Liga TV on YouTube and TikTok. Diyan nyo naman mahanap yung mga game lives and game coverages natin. Pero right now, let's talk about it. The team standings. Coach Anton, take it away.
Looking at the team standings at number 4, 5-2, the Nbi-Sharpshooters. Ang Public Attorney's Office Defenders naman at 4-1, looking for a share of second place to go up 5-1. Etong Defenders.
And it's gonna be a very big matchup para sa atin. Checking out Mike Castillo. Pero pag-usapan naman natin our game story for today. Taking a look at the Nbi-Sharpshooters and the Pao-Defenders. The streak is on the line.
So these two teams coming off winning streaks, they want to be able to continue those winning ways in our tournament.
And definitely going to be trying to continue. Taking a look at Paul Reguera. Really a big piece of this Nbi-Sharpshooter squad. Can shoot the ball from the outside, can put it on the floor as well as Chua, the big man of this Pao-Defender squad. And coming up, it's the Nbi-Sharpshooters versus the Pao-Defenders. Kaya naman, let's throw it over to our game announcer, Mr. Ram Valid, for the announcement of the starting lineups.
Good evening once again, mga kasinag, and we're still live inside the PACO Arena, the city of Manila. And welcome to DOJ SLA Interagency Basketball Tournament. This is presented to you by Sinag, Liga, Asya, and the Department of Justice. Co-presented by Okada Manila and Hotel 101 Global. Catch live action at Sinag Liga Asya official FB page and YouTube channel at Sinag Liga TV. Broadcast partners Plus TV, Tap Sports, and Cable Link, powered by SLA Sports Production and Converge. This is our main event of the evening, the battle between Nbi-Sharpshooters and your Pao-Defenders. And now it's time to meet the starters for both teams. First for your Nbi-Sharpshooters. Starting at guard, number 00, David Angeles. Also at guard number 25, Raven Tacuban. At forward number 18, Paul Reguera. The other forward number 1, Lou Abad. And center number 41, Ryan Legaspi. Nbi-Sharpshooters is led by Coach Raymond Valenzuela, assisted by Turo Valenzuela, Paul Valenzuela, Jinan Hizon, and Renny Boy Lobo. Your Nbi-Sharpshooters. And now let's meet the stars of your Pao-Defenders. Starting at guard number 2, Denver Lacalilao. The other guard number 8, John Michael Castillo. On forward number 10, Mike Baguan. The other forward number 17, Dexter Javier. And center number 19, Kirk Reboroso. Head coach is Ringo Jimenez, assisted by Patrick Montemayor, Nino Bolofer, and Tor Arthur Avila. Team manager, Mr. Dimitar Huerta. Your Pao-Defenders. Game officials charge in action. That is Stolek, Erson Birds Izuga, and Joey Colantes.
Checking out our starters, NBI goes with Angeles, Abad, Legaspi, Reguera, and Tacuban. Meanwhile, the Pao-Defenders have Lacanilao, Castillo, Reboroso, Javier, and Bagiowen. A good evening and welcome to all the basketball fans watching out there. This is the SLA DOJ Interagency Cup 2025 live from the PACO Arena for our final game of the day. Aaron D joined by Coach Anton de los Reyes as my analyst. And on the sidelines, Miss Flo Del Agua as our courtside reporter. Taking a look at this Pao-Defender squad, Coach Anton. They won versus the BI Sentinels in their previous one, and they're looking to make it even bigger in this game against the Nbi-Sharpshooters.
63-49. That was a game back on the 27th of March. The keys to victory: continue capitalizing on turnovers. They do have 22 points off turnovers per game, but they need to get better interior defense. They need to be able to shut down the bigs of the other side, as well as shoot the three with precision. They are number 1 at 29% in our tournament.
Meanwhile naman sa kabilang team naman for the Nbi-Sharpshooters, one of the most entertaining squads in this SLA DOJ Interagency Cup. What do they need to do to win today?
For today's ball game, they need to do a better job rebounding. They're currently at number 6 at 41 rebounds per game. They also need to shoot better from the field. Number 4, 37% overall. And on defense, they need to close out on those three-point shooters, as these Pao-Defenders like to shoot the rock.
And the Pao-Defenders definitely love to shoot the rock and score. And of course, the main scorers of this Pao-Defender squad, we already know them in Javier, in Mike Castillo. But who else are you expecting to come up big in this one?
Well, I'm looking for the X Factor, Denver Lacanila, who's starting in this ball game in place of Roy Dizon, averaging 6 points per game, 6 rebounds per contest to go along with 3 assists.
As Reguera tees it up, and of course, Paul Reguera, always known as one of the main scorers of the Nbi-Sharpshooters. Of course, Lou Abad, one of their main guards as well. But sino ba yung pwede dito sa NBI?
We're gonna look at Raven Tacuban, averaging 7 points per game, and right on cue, our X Factor just hit a three-pointer from the right corner.
And that's Raven Tacuban's game. Make it rain from the outside. Really a specialist from the perimeter. Meanwhile, a fast break. 2-on-1. Angeles gets it tapped by Mike Castillo. Intelligent play. Here comes Javier. Driving in. Give it up. Lacanilao. Shovel pass. Reboroso. One more chance. No good.
Great defense by Paul Reguera on Kirk Reboroso, not allowing him to get those 2 points even if he had 2 servings.
And they bounce it inside. Angeles from Legazpi. 7-5 is the score. Just a 2-point lead for NBI. Mike Castillo fakes the pass, drives inside, and that's off. Reguera showing us the ball handling, leading the break, but he leaves the layup short. Tacuban, back to Paul. Castillo boards it. 4-on-2 fast break. Bagyoen lob it up. Inside Javier. The floater from Mike Castillo.
Nice pass by Dexter Javier. A little too much passing if you ask me. Got lucky getting that two-pointer to fall was Mike Castillo. He actually wasn't expecting that pass.
Angeles, it's a miss. Here comes Javier against Abad. Taking it coast to coast for the finish.
I like that finish by Dexter Javier, taking it right to Lou Abad. Not that Lou Abad doesn't play defense, but of course they need him on the floor.
And Reguera with just a split second of hesitation, but making that jumper from the corner.
You gotta close out on Paul Reguera. He's a dead shot from deep.
They move that leather around for the Bagyoen 3. Book it!
Answering right back, Bagyoen with a 3 of his own. Nice ball movement for the defenders.
Luabad. It's a steal. Lacanilao has it. They give it up. Javier. Hand it off. Reboroso splits the D. No good. One more time. Reboroso struggling to finish. But nonetheless, he gets fouled.
That's already, if I'm not mistaken, that's already his 3rd offensive rebound. Talking about Kirk Reboroso. Could be 4 even.
And check this out, the lakas shot of the quarter. Brought to you by Okada Manila. Bagyoen making it rain from the outside. And Coach Anton, Kirk Reboroso, this team's main big man, was absent in their last game. He was actually there at the venue, but a bit of complications due to him not having the correct jersey. And taking a look at him now, what a big impact for him and for his team to have him on the floor right now.
That's correct. Kirk Leboroso, he was present in that game. Yun nga lang, maling jersey yung nadala niya. Pero DOJ pa din naman yung jersey, pero hindi nga lang Pao-Defenders.
Yun nga lang, no rules have to be followed. And this time, Reboroso following the rules and being allowed to play. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Reguera gives it up left side. Buenaventura. Legaspi offensive board to the stick back.
A great offensive rebound by Legaspi. Nice stick back, getting that bang and the bucket for a chance for more here in the first quarter of action.
And we've got some news from courtside. Ms. Flo Delago has some information on Coach Raymond Valenzuela of the Nbi-Sharpshooters.
Before releasing them to the hardcourt, head coach Raymond Valenzuela had a lengthy discussion with Lou Abad. Sabi kasi ni coach, their win today is heavily dependent on a reliable scorer and point guard, which we all know that Lou Abad can both fill. Dagdag pa ni coach, the sharpshooters need a veteran like Abad to guide the pacing of their defense, as they recognize that Pao has younger and faster players kumpara sa kanila. Let me hear your thoughts right after this timeout. Adrian, Coach Anton.
We're gonna talk more about that later, Flo, but my goodness, Lou Abad going all the way around with the layup and putting his team up 14-13. Live from the PACO Arena in the city of Manila. This is the third game and final one as we take a look at Lou Abad with the lakas move of the quarter. Brought to you by PAGCOR, putting some showtime on this final game.
And as advertised at the top of our broadcast, this is the best exciting part.
And definitely Lou Abad giving us the best exciting part on that layup. Taking a look at his stats in their last one, Coach Anton.
29.6 rebounds, 9 assists, and 3 steals against the Patriots. Lou Abad, what a monster ball game. Almost a double-double.
And just filling up the stat sheet like he always does, itong si Abad. Meanwhile, Javier has it. Give it up, Bagyowen. It goes all the way around for the Mike Castillo air ball, though.
Going to be a push on Lou Abad. Yeah, it was a push on Lou Abad. Denver Lacanilao getting called for that foul. And I like what the report of Flo said, no? Si Coach Raymond Valenzuela releasing. Before releasing, parang sabong lang. Mga manok. Pinakawalan ni Coach Raymond Valenzuela in this ball game.
Meanwhile, Abad gets the offensive board. Tries to attack. A bit tight on the interior. Lou Abad got it. Hits a three.
I like that pass by Lou Abad to Legaspi. Had Legaspi gone all the way around, that would have been the perfect pass. But Legaspi, nice presence of mind, giving it back to Lou Abad for that corner three.
Javier, 26 points in their last one. It's a turnover. They get it out. Benito, easy finish.
No one there to contest. Jeff Benito, walk in the park layup for the Sharpshooters.
6-point lead by NBI. 2-3 zone. Castillo, one fake, one dribble, it's in.
That one dribble pull-up from Mike Castillo, deadly.
They cut it down to just 4 points. Lou Abad open for the three, puts it in.
Back-to-back three-pointers for sweet Lou Abad. One from the corner, one from the wing. You can't stop this guy once he waxes hot from outside.
Back to a 7-point lead. Javier, cross-court. Castillo fakes the pass and then shoots it. Javier. But it looks like it's going to be on the ground. That foul called on the Sharpshooters.
So tough job for the Sharpshooters. They're missing the services of Philip Butel. And that's one of their bigs. That's why you see Paul Reguera having to work overtime or doubly hard just to be able to corral those boards.
Almost a steal by Abad. And coach, could you imagine? You forgot to mention Erwin Duran.
Oh, there you go. Erwin Duran.
Sipin mo,
Also
napakalaki
missing,
ng front
yes.
court nila.
And again, we talked about Philip Butel. Either he starts the game or comes off the bench. That's literally a big loss para sa side nitong Sharpshooters. But currently not feeling the loss of Philip Butel and Erwin Duran as the Sharpshooters are up 7 points in the ball game.
Meanwhile, it's MC Anthony Ligayu on the line. Only 2 points in their last one with 2 rebounds. Limited minutes para sa kanya, but this time he's being deployed in the first quarter by Coach Ringo. Rebound inside, Chua Cheng. They get another one, Mike Castillo. Ligayu board. Still can't get it. This time they pull it out. That was 4 attempts for the defenders. Castillo, it's a deep one. In and out. Reguera rebound behind the back. Puts it up high. And the foul is called.
Paul Reguera saying enough is enough. I'm going to get this board, take it coast to coast, try and stop me if you can. What a move by Paul Reguera, going behind the back with that high pickup, cupping that ball near his chest. You're not going to be able to steal that ball away from him.
Reguera, it's too strong. And if you were to compare a guard and big man duo in terms of skill, you can't match Lou Abad and Reguera. Just the skill between these two players, it's unmatched.
That combo deadly para dito sa NBI Sharpshooters and para rin dito sa ating tournament. The closest that I would probably go to would be from the safekeepers. See. We'll get back to you on that one. Who we're going to pick to match up with Lou Abad and Paul Reguera.
Meanwhile, Buenaventura puts the 3 in. Knock it down.
Continuing to make it rain. The Sharpshooters on point in today's ball game.
Right side, Hipolito. It's a miss. Here comes Buenaventura. Give it up, Benito, lob it up, Abad with the finish.
Nice alley-oop play from the Sharpshooters, Benito to Abad. Beauty.
8 seconds left and a blocking foul is called on Buenaventura. (27-18) is the score. And Moceros replacing Reguera for these last 7.6 seconds. Almost a steal. They get it back. Ligayu open for the 3. It's too strong. And that concludes the end of our first quarter. The score 27-18. And the 3-point shots have been going in for the NBI Sharpshooters in this opening quarter. Coach Anton, take us through this opening period.
Great ball game on display by Sweet Lou Abad, getting those back-to-back 3-pointers. Raven Tacuban starting things off with that 3. Followed by etong sa Pao-Defenders, Bagyoen, Castillo, Lacanilao teaming up to try and get their team back here in the ball game.
And our score at the end of this first quarter, it's 27-18 in favor of the NBI Sharpshooters.
For our last game today dito sa SLA DOJ Interagency Secretaries Cup. Dala-dala daw ni Head Coach Ringo Jimenez ng Pao-Defenders ang epitome ng blessing in disguise. And I am talking about how their bench got even deeper and even braver with the absence of attorney Kirk Reboroso in their last game. Ika ni Coach Ringo, that has got to be the best performance of their bigs, Chua Cheng and Lacanilao. And hopefully, maulit daw nila yan for today's match. All for now, Aaron and Coach Anton.
And that was what Coach Anton said in the last game as Luabad makes a three-pointer. You take out your best big man. Of course, yung mga ibang big men magsa-step up dyan, and that's what they did right there. Chua Cheng giving them a good game as well.
So that's something you need to be able to capitalize on. The fact that it's your time to shine, it's your turn to step up in this ball game in the absence of your key players.
And Dexter Javier stepping up indeed with that three-pointer. Abad double-teamed. Give it up to the corner. Benito. Cross-court pass. Buenaventura hesitates and then shoots it. Castillo with a rebound. Here they come. Reboroso, give it up. Back to Mike. Castillo inside for the deuce.
Nice pass, nice give and go play. Mike Castillo actually got surprised that he was wide open for that floater.
Up top, Buenaventura. Move it out. Sweet Lou. Give it up to the corner. Benito open. Book it for three.
Nice pass. Lou Abad with the assist to Benito. Unselfishness on the side of Lou Abad and the sharpshooters.
Benito puts his team up by 10 points. Meanwhile, the answer back, Groyon, it's off. Here comes Sweet Lou, give it up, Benito. Going inside. Tough shot, and it's a foul called.
That's Gotizan trying to operate inside.
With the lakas play of the quarter, brought to you by PACO. The extra pass to Benito for that tray ball.
You gotta love the unselfishness of the sharpshooter squad. Already with 10 assists in the ball game, 8 for the defenders. So not far behind are the defenders.
Gotizan can't get that second free throw to go. Castillo, give it up. Groyon. Javier penetrates inside. Can't get the finish. Here comes Benito. Running down the court like a blur.
How do you like that? I thought he was going to get blocked with that chase down from Medina, but able to put that up just in time to evade that block.
Right side, Groyon thinks about it. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Mike with the corkscrew inside, but he can't finish. Here they come in transition, and a foul is called.
It's going to be on Groyon. Kevin Groyon for that reach-in foul. Try to stop that fast break opportunity ng sharpshooters.
And the Nbi-Sharpshooters under coach Raymond Valenzuela want to talk things over. The score 36-23. It's a 13-point lead. Coach Anton, let's check it out. NBI winning over the OSG Patriots 87-72.
Look at that blistering assault after the break. Etong NBI winning over Office of the Solicitor General. 15 steals in that ball game, 48 points in the paint, 17 second chance points, 34 points from turnovers, and 21 bench points to boot. What a game from start to finish, NBI against the OSG Patriots.
And really doing it on the defensive end for the sharpshooters. But meanwhile, Kirk Reboroso getting a deuce in transition. Abad in that corner, cross court, open. It's off.
Nice pass to Gutisan from Lou Abad. Just could not get that baseline jumper to fall. He was wide open.
Right side, Lacanilao gets his strip. Razon with the defensive intervention. Here comes Abad. Down the middle with the left hand. What a tough finish, but he couldn't make it.
Nice move. Great move by Lou Abad.
Javier this time does a half spin, but he can't get it to drop. Benito in and out, and then he pulls it out. Sweet Lou, free throw line floater. That's off. 6 minutes in this second quarter. Up top, Lacanilao to the middle. Reboroso, big boy move. Here comes Sweet Lou. Razon. Back to Benito, and they're gonna slow it down.
Playing man-to-man this time, etong defenders.
Razon, it's too strong. Here comes Javier. Against Benito, going to the left. And once again, the aggressiveness from Dexter Javier paying off.
And you know he was going to take it strong to the hole. Dexter Javier, not afraid of contact. Making sure he was going to go and take it to the defense of the sharpshooters in that transition offense.
5 minutes and 19 seconds in this second quarter. Just like we mentioned, Dexter Javier, 26 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals. But one thing you have to note, 12 out of 12 from the free throw line was Javier. Made a living on that line.
Perfection at its finest, Dexter Javier.
But this time, right on cue, missing the free throw.
Hey, that was your fault. You said it, 12 out of 12.
Abad, it's deep. And off. Chua Cheng with the board. Here comes Javier. Full head of steam down the court. Abad taps it away. Benito hesitates and then gives it up. Legaspi reverse finish. It's in.
Nice move, nice pass. Ryan Legaspi getting that shot to fall to increase the lead of the sharpshooters to 12 points.
Bagyowen gives it inside. Reboroso. One bump to the spin. And Kirk Reboroso has been doing a good job of getting to his spots, but he's been struggling to convert.
So there's a difference between the execution, the move, and the conversion.
Checking out this lakas move of the quarter, brought to you by PACO. Legaspi going reverse on the layup.
But Kirk Reboroso, just keep grinding, keep working at it. Those shots are eventually going to fall, and you're going to tire out the defense ng sharpshooters.
And Reboroso being guarded by Paul Reguera. What a matchup for a Sinag Liga Asya fans.
That's a treat for all of us, not only the fans, but for us as well here.
4 minutes, 20 seconds. To the corner, Abad. Back to Reguera. Move that leather around. They give it inside. Legaspi banks it off the glass, plus the foul.
Legaspi doing a great job on offense. Remember, one of the games that we had here, he was our best player of the ball game. So Ryan Legaspi, not a stranger to scoring on offense.
And Legaspi, a rebounding machine for the sharpshooters. Mike Castillo, it's a steal. Benito once again all alone. That's going to result in a timeout being called by Coach Ringo Jimenez and the Pao-Defenders. The score, 43-27 with 3 minutes and 41 in the second quarter. And check this out, Pao winning over the BI Sentinels in their previous one, 63-49.
Another stellar showing for the defenders, 68% on free throws, 33 for the Sentinels, 13 steals from the defenders, 9 for the Sentinels, 22 points from turnovers. Para dito sa defenders, only 18 for the Sentinels, 18 fast break points para dito sa defenders, 11 for the Sentinels.
And another stellar showing indeed para dito sa Pao-Defenders, but not so stellar in today's game, being down 43-27.
They're going to have to shoot more, or they're going to have to shoot further away from the stars so that they're going to be able to make this comeback.
And Reboroso getting fouled on the bounce pass. He's going to be heading to the line for 2 free throws. And coach, in our first 2 games, they were lopsided affairs, one-sided shows. Could we be expecting the same for this last one?
Well, with the way things are going, it's certainly headed that direction, unless the defenders and Coach Ringo Jimenez and his players play the way they played last time around against the Sentinels.
And still a lot of time in this game, 3 minutes and 10 seconds in the second quarter. Benito going inside, one-hander, it's short. Give it up, Reguera open, he's got it, it's a 3.
NBI, the sharpshooters, crazy percentage from the three-point area. They are now at 8 for 17, close to 50% in the ball game.
46-29 after that Reguera three-pointer.
The defenders gotta do a better job closing out on those three-point shooters. They're getting killed from deep.
Baseline inbound, Lacanilao. He's been a reluctant shooter in this game. Cross court, Castillo. Inside, Reboroso once again challenging Reguera. And Reguera winning that battle once again. Here comes Sweet Lou. To the corner, Tacuban, the fake. The shot connects from deep.
Again, hot three-point shooting para dito sa NBI sharpshooters. 9 out of 17. That's 54% from three-point territory. I was gonna say Paul Reguera playing excellent defense, keeping it honest against Kirk Reboroso.
But Castillo trying to stop the bleeding just for a moment. Reguera to bring it down. A reversal of roles this time. Abad offers to pick, Reguera shoots it.
That time, that shot was challenged para sa sharpshooters.
Inside, Reboroso. This time, he doesn't challenge Reguera. Javier, tough shot. Offensive board. One more try. And they just can't get an open look on the interior. Here comes Benito. Going corner, back-to-back for Tacuban. No.
You like the intention of Benito getting Joel Tacuban that ball.
And a big denial by Reguera, and he's just showing up today on the defensive end.
You can't show that ball to Paul Reguera. He's gonna go for it. He's gonna go for that block. Great block. Met him up top for Paul Reguera against Dexter Javier.
And coach, when you mention Paul Reguera, first thing that always comes up is the three-point shooting. It's the shot creation. It's the playmaking, but the defense, it's really something secondary for him.
Today, he's doing an excellent job manning the paint in lieu of their bigs, Erwin Duran, Philip Butel. Gotta commend Paul Reguera in today's ball game.
That's a deep one for Paul. Javier boards it. And this time, he's not gonna attack. Castillo penetrates, kicks it. Back to Mike. Fishing for the foul, and he's going to the line for 2.
Really wanted to get that 2 points. try to get that 2 or 3-point play was Mike Castillo.
39.6 seconds in this first half. 49-33 is the score, 16-point lead. Castillo missing on the first free throw.
They need all the points they can get. Can't afford to miss those free throws, especially with a lead of 16 points para dito sa sharpshooters. Tama ba yun? 16 points. Yan.
Tama, coach. Tama mo kung tama, Matt mo. 15 na now.
Ayun.
But a timeout going to be requested by the NBI Sharpshooters and Coach Raymond Valenzuela. Down by 15 points are the Pao-Defenders, and they're going to be needing a stop on this next one.
I want to see how they're going to map out the last 39 seconds. As you see here, the team standings, 7-0 para dito sa ating safekeepers. Our Pao-Defenders Pao-Defenders 4-1, 5-1 ang BI Sentinel. Sharpshooters at 5-2. And you see there ang DOJ Saviors 3-4, LRA Titulados 2-4, PCGG Guardians 1-4, OSG Patriots 1-5 at ang PPA Redeemers at 0-7.
And going to be a tough one. But the Pao-Defenders, they're not gonna back down against the NBI Sharpshooters.
I'm looking for a fight back para dito sa Defenders sa second half. But I want them to get this stop just so they can gain some traction, gain some momentum heading into the second half of action against the Sharpshooters.
And a stop and a score would be big for the Defenders. Backdoor. They move it to the corner. 9 seconds left. Ibanez, that's Nunez. Tupulan. Nowhere to go. Stolen by Lacanilao. They've got 16 seconds left. Groyon pushing it up the court. Bounce it inside. One more extra pass, but it goes in and out. Forward Reguera. 3 seconds left. Still a lot of time. Goes for the blow by, and he can't score. The Pao-Defenders being able to get the stop, but they weren't able to get the score. At the end of our first half, the score 49-34 as we turn it over to Ms. Flo Delagua for the interview with the first half leading scorer.
And the first half leading scorer is no other than Sweet Lou Abad, which is 1 rebound short of a double-double performance. That's 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. Grabe naman, Sir Lou, ang performance mo. First half pa lang, earlier, Coach Raymond told me that he is giving you a bigger responsibility on your shoulders dahil kailangan niya daw ng maayos na facilitator for this game. Is this a factor kung bakit ikaw kaagad ang ating leading scorer?
Natututo na ako maging big man eh. Wala si Philip Butel, wala si Erwin Durant. So, kailangan adjust lang. Next man up.
Sir Lou, aside from the adjustments from your players, ano pa po sa palagay nyo yung key ingredient as to why you have this big of a lead?
Well, better patience, more patience sa court. Especially for myself. Minsan kasi nagigigil din kami. One pass pa lang or minsan wala pang pass tinitira namin. Pero we have to be more patient. Especially kami yung up.
Salamat, Sir Lou, at aabangan pa namin kung ano pang maibubugan nyo sa second half. Hopefully, ma-maintain nyo itong lead. Back to you, Aaron and Coach Anton.
Thanks for that, Flo. You just heard it right there from Sweet Lou Abad with a big first half. Take us through the second quarter, Coach Anton.
Itong Sharpshooters still continuing their hot shooting from the outside. We talked about it, Joel Tacuban, Sweet Lou Abad, Paul Reguera, getting into the action as well as their crisp passing, excellent ball movement para naman dito sa side ng Pao-Defenders. They tried to get back in this ball game. Dexter Javier trying to help his team out.
They're just having a difficult time. 49-34 is the score. The NBI Sharpshooters up at the end of our first half.
The wait is over.
The most awaited PAGCOR Photography Contest 2025 officially begins. Show us the roads, bridges, air and seaports, green energy, and technology that shape our economy. This contest is open to all Filipino photographers, professionals, and amateurs aged 16 and above. Big prizes to be given away.
100,000 pesos each for conventional category. 50,000 pesos each for mobile category. 50,000 pesos each for the drone category.
Photos must be taken anywhere in the Philippines from September 17th, 2024 to July 31st, 2025. Submission period is from February 1st to July 31st, 2025. This is your chance to showcase your skill by featuring Philippine infrastructure for economic development. For more info, visit www.pagcor.ph/photocon2025 or call 02-852-11542, local 1529 or 1530. Be updated. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram. Your shot, our future. PAGCOR Photography Contest 2025.
Escaping from the defense of Slasher.
And that wakes up the crowd!
The wait is over.
The most awaited PAGCOR Photography Contest 2025 officially begins. Show us the roads, bridges, air and seaports, green energy, and technology that shape our economy. This contest is open to all Filipino photographers, professionals, and amateurs aged 16 and above. Big prizes to be given away.
100,000 pesos each for conventional category. 50,000 pesos each for mobile category. 50,000 pesos each for the drone category.
Photos must be taken anywhere in the Philippines from September 17th, 2024 to July 31st, 2025. Submission period is from February 1st to July 31st, 2025. This is your chance to showcase your skill by featuring Philippine infrastructure for economic development. For more info, visit www.pagcor.ph/photocon2025 or call 02-852-11542, local 1529 or 1530. Be updated. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram. Your shot, our future. PAGCOR Photography Contest 2025.
Magpapasira ng laro, tayo magsisira ng laro dyan. Panalunin natin to. Go, go, go. Para sa atin yung game na to. Binibigyan na tayo ng chance ni Lord na para manalo dito. Panalunin na natin. Para sa atin, para sa parents, para kay Lord. Go, go, go. Defensively, everybody got the back. I I really want you guys to talk there. Understood? We talk on defense, we keep it loud, we know each other have our back. On the rebound, everybody on the board. Alright, everybody on the board. Amen! 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, yeah!
Magandang gabi muli mga kasinag. Alam nyo, star-studded talaga ang SLA DOJ because here beside me is a former San Sebastian standout, Sir Paul Reguera, who is now playing under the Nbi-Sharpshooters. Good evening, Sir Paul, at salamat po. You joined me here. Sir Paul, tulad nga po ng nasabi nyo kanina, you are still nursing an injury right now. Hindi pa po 100%. Maaari nyo po bang ibahagi sa mga players like you na sinusubukang mag-power through an injury like this kung paano nyo po ginagawa ito for this game and still playing spectacular?
Siguro, dahil kasi syempre, dati akong player. So, nandun pa rin yung kahit na injury ka, laro pa din. Baga, ano naman wala namang, sa age naman it doesn't matter naman di ba? So, hanggat kaya maglaro, laro lang.
Another factor, Sir Paul, na sabi nyo nga po na bukod sa injury, it is also the other affairs and other mga kailangan nyo pong pagtuunan ng responsibilidad, yung rason kung bakit medyo napahinga po kayo dito sa NBI. You have school, you have work as well. So gusto ko lang pong itanong, gaano nyo po ba kamahal ang pagbabasketball kaya nakuha nyo pa po nga maisingit ito sa inyong busy schedule?
Actually kasi, everyday, pumapasok ko sa office, NBI, tapos sa gabi, actually buti tapos na ako sa school kasi katatapos ko lang sa law school. So ngayon, dito na ako ngayon nakatutok sa basketball. Pero na-injury nga ako na-sprain ako. So ngayon pa lang ako nakakabalik. Masakit pa rin pero kaya naman.
Sir Paul, hangang-hanga nga po kami dahil nakakapaglaro pa po kayo ng ganito kaganda. Kaya naman po i-shout out nyo naman po ang mga nagbibigay sa inyo ng motivation at sa inyong koponan.
Actually, binabati ko yung mga ka-teammate ko sa Pinoy Master. Bali si Coach Arlene, si manager namin, si Ray Punumbayan, tapos yung mga ka-teammate ko, sila Roger Yap, sila Malabanan, Actually, nagpa-practice sila ngayon eh. So, coach, lalaro muna ako. Yung family ko nanonood, tapos lahat ng mga kaibigan ko, nood lang kayo.
Salamat po, Sir Paul, at aabangan po namin ang performance nyo sa second half. Pero bago yan, panoorin muna natin kung anong ginawa ni Sir Paul at ang iba pang stars ng Pao-Defenders at Nbi-Sharpshooters noong first half as I turn you over to Aaron and Coach Anton.
Thanks for that, Flo. That was Paul Reguera of the Nbi-Sharpshooters leading the charge for his team, 49-34. They're up big time, and the splash party happening for the Nbi-Sharpshooters. With our Hotel 101 halftime highlights, Coach Anton, take it away.
Dexter Javier getting that strong drive to the basket, taking it to the heart of the defense at three-pointer. Para dito sa Pao-Defenders, again, trying to get back into this ball game, but just the crisp passing, the familiarity, the unselfishness of the Nbi-Sharpshooters on full display. You see them there getting that transition offense. That time a corner three from Sweet Lou Abad to Benito. This time Joel Tacuban getting that corner three from the right side of the court. They're just pouring it on in this ball game.
And this time we look at the story of that first half through the stats.
42% field goals for the Sharpshooters. 29% para naman dito sa Defenders. 26 rebounds for the Sharpshooters. 31 for the Defenders. 9 out of 21 field goals. 3-point field goals for the Sharpshooters. 3 out of 11 for the Defenders. 13 bench points for NBI. 3 for the Public Attorney's Office.
And that's 6 more three-pointers from NBI. Checking out the leading scorers of that first half.
You have Abad with 13, Angeles, Legazpi, and Reguera. Or Angeles and Legazpi with 9, Reguera with 6. Para naman sa Defenders, Castillo with 9, Bagyoen with 6, Javier with 6, Reboroso with 6 as well.
And those were the leading scorers of our first half. Checking out the team still in their huddles. Just about to start off our second half of action here in the PACO Arena in the city of Manila. Our final game of the day in the SLA DOJ Interagency Cup 2025. Will it be the same story as our first two? A lopsided victory for the Nbi-Sharpshooters, or will the Pao-Defenders finally pick things up and come up with a big comeback in the second half? All of those questions going to be answered in these next 20 minutes of action. Aaron D joined by Coach Anton Dos Reyes and Miss Flo Del Agua on the sidelines.
Start things off. Dexter Javier. That pass almost picked off by Ryan Legazpi.
Hipolito gives it inside. Reboroso rejected. And the same story from the first half. Reguera defending well against Reboroso.
You know, the Sharpshooters going for that 2-3 zone. You gotta be able to attack that zone from the outside. Because as we know, to be able to beat that zone defense, you gotta be able to shoot it from deep.
Legazpi shooting the free throw line jumper and swishing it.
Ryan Legazpi getting that elbow jumper to fall, and that's just a testament on how the Sharpshooters are finding their teammates for those shots.
Reboroso, that's 2 travels in a row, and this is not how the Pao-Defenders wanted to start off this second half.
Not the start indeed. And you see the difference that Paul Reguera is making. Kirk Reboroso having to think twice, second-guessing himself on offense because of the defense of Paul Reguera.
Benito inside. That's 4 points already for the Sharpshooters in this third quarter.
And you see the Sharpshooters exploiting that 15-foot line. Legazpi earlier, now Benito on offense.
Javier knocks it down from deep.
And just like what we talked about, you got to be able to knock down those three-pointers to be able to open up that zone defense and bust through inside.
Luabad losing that leather. Reguera gives it up. Legazpi, same spot, different result. The put back inside, it's no good, but Angeles on the third serving.
Nice offensive rebound. Again, great lesson for you young players. You got to be able to get those offensive rebounds, crash the boards to get those extra opportunities for your team.
Lacanilao cross court, Hipolito, left side three, no good. Here they come, Benito. Pushing it up the court. You know Abad wants it, but no, he takes it on his own and too much sauce on the pass.
Bit too fancy there on that pass. You got to be able to take that layup.
Javier penetrates inside, a tough shot, and he gets fouled.
Dexter Javier doing a yeoman's job in this ball game, holding on to his left ankle. Let's hope everything is all right with Dexter Javier.
And Dexter Javier on the line with Kirk Reboroso having a lackluster performance in today's game. They're missing one piece and a key piece para kay Coach Ringo Jimenez. And that's Dizon, not playing today.
And remember, Roy Dizon was supposed to be my X factor. That guy is a difference maker, both on offense and on defense. That's an extra body for you. Fearless, strong, tough defender. Not playing today.
7 minutes and 5 seconds in this third quarter, 55-38. Sweet Lou, give it up inside. Reguera power dribble. And just bodying up, forcing the referee to blow that whistle.
This time, Paul Reguera electing to go down low to be able to get his points. Paul Reguera in our ball game already with 7 points, 4 rebounds. But I'm gonna say more than those rebounds, more than those assists and those points, the blocks. He has a couple of blocks in the ball game.
Rebounded by Hipolito. 6 minutes 45. Castillo going in, and then he goes out. Hipolito, lob it up inside. Javier, a sweet finish.
Nice pass inside. Dexter Javier already in the ball game. Just to check out his stats, leading scorer para dito sa Pao-Defenders. 12 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists.
Abad gives it up. It's a steal. Here comes Castillo. A bump by Benito to stop the fast break.
How about that dive by Dexter Javier to be able to recover that 50-50 ball? He's your star player and you see him diving for that.
And look at this lakas play of the quarter, brought to you by PACO. On the inside, Javier with an easy finish. This time Dexter has it. Move it out to the corner. Back to Javier, shoots the three. And hits the three.
It's that friendly bounce, kiss off the glass, high looping three-pointer. Good for Dexter Javier.
Reguera wants the pick from Abad. Pulls up for the three. It's off.
Quick trigger for Paul Reguera off that ball screen.
Benito intercept. He's running in and out. Pull up pop. That's off. Here comes Mike. Castillo pulling up in transition. No good. Javier, big rebound and the finish.
And that's tough when Paul Reguera's not inside. Pao-Defenders bigs, or any player for that matter, is going to have a field day getting those rebounds and stickbacks.
Abad with the footwork. Could have been a block, but it's a foul called on Reboroso. But don't look now. It's just an 11-point lead. Check this out. The lakas grab of the quarter brought to you by Fulitech Innovative Advertising. That's Dexter Javier staying relentless on the paint.
And you mentioned just an 11-point lead. It was as high as 20 points, 49-29. Now it's just 12-point lead as Lou Abad gets the first to fall and the second. So 13-point lead for the Sharpshooters.
Lacanilao to bring it down. They need a scoring punch from him as well. Castillo, give it up, Reboroso. This time he doesn't shoot it. It's Lacanilao's turn and he gets the end one right on cue.
Nice smart move, nice play. Kirk Reboroso attracting the defense of Paul Reguera, leaving Denver Lacanilao open to attack the defense of Ryan Legaspi. The up fake, the bump, the finish. Look at that.
The lakas move of the quarter brought to you by PACO. And Lacanilao completes it and cuts it down to just 10 points. Forward pass, Reguera, pull up. No good. Here comes Lacanilao leading that break. Can he go 2 in a row? No, he can't. But Javier says, I got you.
And that's what we talked about when Paul Reguera is not manning the middle. There's no one there to stop those offensive boards para dito sa defenders.
Reguera, it's short. Legaspi, though, with the putback plus the foul.
Coming back on offense, Ryan Legaspi. If you're going to score on him back at the defensive end on offense, Ryan Legaspi is going to try and get right back at you.
And Ryan Legaspi with a real momentum killer on that end one. No good on the free throw. Reboroso boards it. 3 minutes, 35 seconds. 10-point lead. Left side, Castillo thinks about the three. Driving inside, kick it, Bagyowen, open tray. Would have been a big one. Javier just hustling for that ball, but Benito gets it. Here he comes running, fakes the pass, shoots it inside, but Abad parachuting inside.
Right place at the right time. Nice rebound, nice stick back. Lou Abad, 2 points.
Javier driving baseline, hands it off. Lacanilao, reverse finish. Back to a 10-point game. Legaspi tries his hand at the three. It's short. Good box out from Javier. Give it up. Lacanilao going to the left. Pull up. No good. Forward. Abad. No numbers in his favor. Behind the back. Reguera for the three. Legaspi with no end. What is called?
Ryan Legaspi hit the deck, tried to put that shot back up. His teammates are saying he was attempting a shot, but our referees think otherwise.
And Legaspi, once again, flying in from out of nowhere. And it's going to be an inbound from the baseline, so not even a shooting foul coming for Ryan Legaspi.
And reason for that, you see our officials making that signal because you're not sure if the player is going to put up a shot or they're going to pass or they're going to just go for the safe call and say that it was a foul downstairs.
But this time around, a timeout is called. It's a 10-point lead with 2 minutes and 17 in this third quarter. Taking a look at it one more time. Legaspi falling on the ground. Trying to put it back in.
Dexter Javier committing that foul. It was prior to the shot naman talaga. It's kind of tough for you to know that, you know, if that's going to count as 2 points kasi na-foul na nga naman sa baba.
Especially in real time, no? Mahirap yun as Reguera puts it up. It's short, Buenaventura. No good. They give a chance to the defenders. Javier, full head of steam down the court. Gets the top finish.
Great IQ, great move by Dexter Javier, taking it right to the defense of the Sharpshooters for the deuce.
Abad, kick it, Buenaventura, extra pass, Benito attacking the closeout. Chua Cheng can't board it, Museros gets it, Reguera for the three. Short once again. And Paul Reguera has been missing his three-pointer short.
Gone cold is Paul Reguera here in the second half of action.
1 minute and 35. Lacanilao. They're taking their time on the perimeter. Bounce it inside. Reboroso back to Denver. Javier. Baseline. Lacanilao. They leave him all alone, but it's short.
Dexter Javier actually had that shot, elected to pass it off at the top of the key. Could have taken it.
Reguera never gun shy. And could it be hurting his team? Paul Reguera trying to shoot his way out of the slump.
Well, that's a shooter's mentality. You're always going to think that the next shot is going to fall. Para dito sa Sharpshooters. But the defenders got to do a better job boxing out and getting those defensive boards.
And this time, Reguera making them pay from deep.
There you go. Shooters gonna shoot. Paul Reguera, he's a shooter. He's a gamer, knocking down that three-pointer from the left wing.
And it's back to a double-digit ball game, 65-54, 40 seconds. Castillo with the answer back. No. The save by Javier leaves it short. Here they come in transition. Benito all the way for the deuce.
This time, Benito electing to get that layup, go for that layup, getting it to fall for the deuce, increasing the lead para dito sa NBI Sharpshooters.
14 seconds left in this third quarter. Javier has it up top. 9 seconds left. Chua Cheng bounce it inside. Reboroso finally getting one against Paul Reguera, and it's an end one.
Nice cut to the baseline. Nice pass by Chua Cheng to Paul Reguera, eluding the defense of, getting it to Reboroso, eluding the defense of Paul Reguera, and getting that foul in the process.
Kirk Reboroso, a chance to cut it down. But no, it's an 11-point game. Sweet Lou, 2 seconds left. One-legged three. And that's off para kay Abad and the NBI Sharpshooters. But nonetheless, the Pao-Defenders have done enough to just cut it down. 11 points is the lead. 67-56 at the end of our third quarter.
J Project Clothing Shop, premium fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform. J Project Clothing Shop, premium fabric. We customized, quality printing. Makers of quality uniform.
And we would like to thank PAGCOR. Maraming salamat po to PAGCOR, one of our sponsors here at Sinag Liga Asya. Down to our final quarter of this final game. And Jeff Benito versus the OSG Patriots had a big stat line.
18 points, 4 rebounds, 10 assists, 6 steals. Almost a triple-double for Jeff Benito in that ball game. You see here tonight, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist.
And Benito, always a reliable guard for this Nbi-Sharpshooter squad. Can't get the finish though. Forward pass, Chua Cheng. Inside against the smaller Buenaventura. Medina boards it. Groyon runs out to the three-point line and hits it from deep.
How do you like that? Groyon finding his rhythm, going outside, taking that three-pointer and knocking it down.
And Groyon cuts it down to just 8 points. Kaya naman, let's give a shout-out as requested by Direk Yetro Boyet Roa, mentioning the head of grip, Nino Banjo Tejada of AF Film, watching right now in the SLA DOJ Interagency Cup. So kasama daw yan ni Direk Boyet sa taping. Buenaventura on the interior.
Anong taping kaya yun, no? We have to ask Derek Boyet kung anong taping yun eh.
Mamaya no, malalaman natin.
Oh.
It's a steal. Benito with the long strides, crosses to the left.
That's a dribbling violation on Benito. Great steal though, great defense. Just could not control that leather.
Groyon up top. Lob it inside, Chua Cheng. Fades away, it's off, Reboroso. And a jump ball going to be called.
I believe that's going to be the ball of the defenders. Remember at the start of the fourth quarter, it was Sharpshooter's ball.
Castillo to inbound. They find Reboroso for the knockout play.
The defense there caught napping. Mike Castillo taking advantage of that. Great pass to Reboroso inside for the deuce.
Abad with the Pinoy step. It's off. Medina boards it. Here they come. Mike Castillo pushing it. Give it up, Groyon. Back to Mike. They're going to slow it down. Middle, Reboroso. A lot of traffic right there, and it's stolen by Reguera. Here they come. Benito answering back.
Touchdown for Jeff Benito. Great outlet pass, great transition, and great recognition para dito sa Sharpshooters on the streaking Benito.
7 minutes, 48. Groyon, that's way short. Benito against the smaller Castillo. Rebounded by Jeff. Give it up to Sweet Lou. Shoots the three and puts it in. Sweet Lou Abad, he's hyped. And that forces a timeout from the Pao-Defenders and Coach Ringo Jimenez. 74-61 is the score with 7 minutes and 28 in this fourth quarter. Check this out, Sweet Lou with the lakas moment of the quarter, brought to you by PACO. And he's hyped after that three-pointer.
And rightfully so. There was a great fight back from the defenders. This time, Luabad killing that run.
And speaking of the defenders, Miss Flo Delagua was able to talk to Coach Ringo Jimenez of the Pao-Defenders. Go ahead, Flo.
Thank you, Aaron and Coach Anton. It is now or never for the Pao-Defenders as they are still trailing in the last 7 minutes of this match. The first instruction of the Pao-Defenders head coach Ringo Jimenez in their earlier huddle is habol tayo at kailangan nating makuha ang rebounds. Coach Ringo did very minimal game plays as he is more focused on waking his players up as he closed that huddle with saying na uubusan na tayo ng oras. Aaron and Coach Anton.
And definitely running out of time. And Paul Reguera adding insult to injury with that three-pointer. And do they still have time in this game, Coach? What do you think? 6 minutes and 40.
For sure, they do have a lot of time left to be able to come back and pull this game out. But they gotta do it on the defensive end. They cannot afford to just trade baskets with the sharpshooters.
12-point lead. It's a deep one from Abad. Museros saves it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Benito, nowhere to go. A tough finish. Reboroso with the rebound, and a foul is called.
Noli Museros getting called for that foul, pushing the hand of Kirk Reboroso so that he wouldn't be able to get that defensive rebound. But again, you gotta be able to control the boards for you to be able to get those opportunities on offense.
Mike Castillo, less than 6 minutes. Open midi. Reboroso boards it. It's partially blocked by Museros. Javier inside, in and out. Still can't get it. One more try for Javier, and finally the defenders getting the deuce.
4 tries for the defenders. On the 4th time, Dexter Javier gets that bucket inside.
Back to 10 points. Sweet Lou wants the answer back. And they slow it down. Still a lot of time on the shot clock. 12 seconds left. Benito pulling up for the tray. In and out. Would have been a heartbreaker for the defenders. Lacanilao throws it out. Castillo up top. Javier. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Dexter penetrates. And a foul is called before the shot.
Benito had to give up that foul. Dexter Javier, full head of steam, was going to go right at the defense of the sharpshooters to get that 2 points.
Angeles set to re-enter the game for the sharpshooters. And Paul Reguera to exit, so I'd assume that it's gonna be a quick break para dito kay Paul.
And that's just for him to sort of catch a breather para fresh siya pagdating sa end game ng sharpshooters.
Javier, tough shot. And it's gonna be a loose ball foul called on Chua Cheng.
And you like the chess game that's being played by Coach Raymond Valenzuela. He saw that Kirk Reboroso was going to be rested by Coach Ringo Jimenez. Pulled Paul Reguera para eksakto. Pagbalik ni Kirk Reboroso, balik din si Paul. Fresh pareho. Match na match.
Here they come, Benito. Their team is up by 10 points. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Legaspi offers the pick. Benito gives it up. Angeles. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 2 seconds left. Benito has to shoot it, and an illegal pick called.
That's Noli Museros. You gotta stay disciplined on offense in terms of setting those picks. You cannot move and let your teammate pass. That way, it's going to be deemed a good pick by our officials.
And quickly, Paul Reguera is brought back into the ball game.
At the same time, Kirk Reboroso also back.
Javier attacks on the left. Blow by inside, but he can't get the finish. Benito gives it to Sweet Lou. Abad putting the dribble moves on. What a tough shot, and it's in!
How about that English high off the glass? Sweet Lou Abad, burst of speed, in control, getting that layup to go.
12-point lead. Up top, Lacanilao, move it to the right side. Mike penetrates and gets fouled. It's gonna be 2 free throws coming up for Castillo. Coach Ringo wants a timeout. Still with 3 minutes and 36 seconds remaining. His team is down by 12 points. Checking out that impossible angle from Sweet Lou with the lakas drive of the quarter, brought to you by Hotel 101 global. What a move and what a shot.
We talked about it. High off the glass with the English Sweet Lou Abad. 22 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, triple-double watch for Sweet Lou Abad in the ball game.
And that's just a regular day at the office para kay Sweet Lou Abad.
We're never gonna get tired of mentioning it. Sweet Lou Abad.
It's just a nice name, no?
There's just a ring to that name. Who is a Sweet Lou Abad, the product of College of St. Benil Blazers. Who also has a striking resemblance to Jeffrey Carriazo. Kaya alam mo ba yan, Aaron? Jeffrey Carriazo.
If I'm not mistaken, he's the coach of Alaska dati, no?
Yeah, coach of Alaska, also player of Alaska, member of that Grand Slam champion team.
Meanwhile, Benito being hounded by Castillo. It's gonna stay with the sharpshooters. Three minutes, 26 seconds remaining. Up top, Sweet Lou against Javier. In and out to the cross. It's a steal. Bagyowen forward, Lacanilao gets it and scores it.
Nice pass, Bagyowen to Lacanilao. Quick 2 points. That's what you want. That's what you need para dito sa defenders.
Reguera goes for the quick three, but no good. Reboroso gets fouled on the rebound.
Angeles getting called for that foul. Kirk Reboroso skying for that one. Killing that offense para dito sa sharpshooters.
And NBI already in the penalty. So they're going to be sending Kirk Reboroso to the line for some key free throws.
And these free throws, all important. 79-70 is our score. Now 79-71. Kirk Reboroso in the ball game. A double-double for performance. 11 points, 11 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists.
And 2 out of 2 from the line para kay Kirk Reboroso. Sweet Lou gives it up. Reguera, you know he's gonna shoot it. Rebounded by Reboroso. Here they come. Javier leading it. He's against Legaspi. Leave it for Bagyowen. Castillo inside. Lacanilao. The fake. The shot is good.
Smart move. Denver, Lacanilao, our X Factor. Already with 13 points and 11 rebounds. That's above or double his average of 6 points per game and 6 rebounds. This X Factor.
And a backcourt violation called on Angeles. Here they come, left side, Javier. The one-hander hits off, but it stays with the Pao-Defenders.
2 players fighting for that rebound. Sweet Lou Abad and Noli Museros. Di nagkaamuyan.
It's just a 5-point lead though. Lacanilao inside. It's off.
Sorry miss for Denver. Lacanilao would have been his 15th point in the ball game to go along with those 10 monster rebounds.
Nonetheless, coach, they get another chance at it. Bagyowen in the corner. To Javier. 14 seconds. Javier shoots the 3. High arcing and hits nothing.
Too strong on that shot for Dexter Javier.
This time they need to get a stop on the sharpshooters. Bagyowen is on Abad and he wants the clear out. He says, I don't want the pick, I want to attack. Goes for the blow by. But Javier goes for the help defense. He's down.
May have sprained his ankle there. Talking about Dexter Javier. We hope he is all right.
And you saw it right there. Abad attacking Bagyowen. Javier realizing the mismatch, going in for the help defense and resulting in that injury.
Look at that, sportsmanship at its finest. Paul Reguera also sprained his ankle in one of our boys. We were actually covering that game, and, helping out Dexter Javier. These two are teammates in another league, league that that features the parang all-stars ng DOJ.
We're going to be checking out Dexter Javier. Going to be a big blow, especially with his team only being down by 5 points. Take a look at that one more time. We're going to have to take a closer look at that, but Javier definitely... Oh, when it was off that help defense. And will Javier stay in the game?
Well, he has to be subbed out because play was halted because of that injury. So he's going to have to go out. He's going to be able to come in or come back in the next dead ball situation.
So Javier has to sit this one out for the meantime, unless he is ruled out of this game. Replacing him is Chua Cheng. Lacanilaw. Give it inside, Reboroso. Free throw line jumper. Bounces in.
Getting that shooter's touch, Kirk Reboroso coming alive. The defenders only down by just 3 points.
Single possession ball game. Luabad, he wants it. Attacking on his strong hand. Pull up. In and out. Lacanilaw has it and they give it to Castillo. Mike, right side, Bagyowen thinks about the three. Open for the threes, Castillo. He's got it, hits a three. Big shot coming from Mike Castillo, tying up the ball game after being down by 20 points. A minute and 11 in this ball game. 79 all is the score. We would like to encourage everyone to go ahead and hit that like and follow button at Sinag Liga Asya on our Facebook and Instagram pages, as well as on YouTube and TikTok, where we take a look at this big shot, lakas stress of the quarter, brought to you by Sunsport. That's Mike Castillo. What a three-pointer, and Coach Anton, you did mention this as one of the keys to winning for the Nbi-Sharpshooters.
They need to close out on those three-point shooters. They are #1 in our tournament at 29%, talking about the defenders.
Meanwhile, Sweet Lou has it. Can he answer back? Up to Reguera. Javier is back in the game. Reguera against three. Rebounded Reboroso. Out to Mike. Give it up to Javier. And nabanggit nga ni Miss Flo Del Agua na Javier already tweaking that ankle on the inside. Reboroso getting the dose. And they take the lead after being down by 20 points.
Let's talk about resilience on the side of the defenders.
Legaspi inside. Museros gets fouled. And Reboroso not even allowing Museros to get an attempt right there.
Hard foul by Kirk Reboroso. Rightfully so. Nothing dirty on that one, just really making sure that there was no shot attempt that was going to be clean for Noli Museros.
And Museros with a chance to tie up this game.
Noli Museros, this game, no points, 5 rebounds. He's going to be tested at the line.
And we talked about it, Coach, at the start of this game. Would it be the same as our first two, a lopsided story? But it looks like the PAO defenders, they heard us. And they're telling us, we're here right now and we have the lead.
Telling us to hold our horses. We're gonna fight back and get back in this ball game.
Our referee is trying to review that foul by Reboroso on Museros. But nonetheless, the score 81-79. 34.9 seconds in this game. If it's a regular foul, Museros gonna have a chance to tie the ball game up.
Oh, from our angle, from the replay, from what we are seeing, it looks like just a regular foul. Reboroso just making sure that no three-point play opportunity is gonna be awarded to Noli Museros. Just a good foul, good attempt on the ball. So we're going to see how our officials are going to see it. Obviously, our officials are the ones that are going to make that call and make the decision on whether or not it's going to be elevated to an unsportsmanlike foul on Kirk Reboroso.
Interesting to see though that Dexter Javier reinserted into the ball game as mentioned by our courtside reporter, Miss Flo Del Agua, na nakausap nga niya si Dexter Javier saying that that ankle was already bothering him in their practice.
Tweaking that ankle during practice, but you know, again, Dexter Javier, he's a gamer. All important game for them to be able to have a share of second place.
And just a regular foul called on Kirk Reboroso.
Holding foul on number 19, Kirk Reboroso.
So this time it's gonna be Museros on the line for two free throws, just like what Coach Anton mentioned, scoreless in this game.
You see on that free throw, nothing illegal, nothing dirty on the part of Kirk Reboroso, just going for the ball, making sure Noli Museros not going to get that three-point play opportunity.
Museros, some big free throws coming up for him. That's off para kay Museros, and checking out the coaching staff of NBI.
An important thing here for the defenders, if Museros missed, they gotta box out.
Second one for Museros, it's off, rebounded by Legaspi. They have a chance at it. Benito gives it to no one. Sweet Lou throws it up. Here they come, Bagyoen against Reguera. He's in a foot race, and he gets the layup to go, making it a two-possession ball game. My goodness. How the tides have turned, Coach Anton, 83-79. And just like that, it's the PAO defenders. What a chance to win this ball game.
Down from 20 points. The Sharpshooters coming back into this ball game now with 4 points. Wow. What a fight back, what resilience we just were witnessing from the defenders.
In Bagyoen, after that layup, putting his team up by 4 points. This time around, it's the NBI Sharpshooters in panic mode, and Coach Anton, a three-pointer or a two-pointer in this next possession.
Hey, quick two if it's available, then foul. If the three is there, go and get that three. But if the two is there, take it and just go ahead and foul. And hope that they miss those free throws to get them a chance to either win or tie the ball game and send it to overtime.
21.6 seconds in this fourth quarter. Both teams staying with the same fives that they had earlier. I thought Sweet Lou Abad was going to make that shot, throwing it up, but Bagyoen all alone for the deuce. Reguera couldn't catch him.
And on that play prior, that was the play that Sweet Lou Abad was complaining about. He was saying that he was pushed on that attempt.
14 seconds of the
Here we go. NBI has it. Reguera gets it tapped.
And switch all defense for the defenders.
Benito to inbound on that sideline. One more chance. Up top, Legaspi for the three. It's short. Reboroso with the board to Lacanilao. And a foul is called on Jeff Benito, sending Denver Lacanilao to the line. And these free throws could very much put this game away. And Coach Anton, your X factor for this Pao-Defenders squad, showing up for his team.
13 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, doubling his output, almost doubling his rebounds, and getting 1 assist more than his average in this ball game.
Lacanilao sinking that second one. Here comes Sweet Lou. Has to shoot the three, tries to fish for the foul. It's no good. The Denver boards it. And my, oh my, after being down by 20 points, the Pao-Defenders come back and storm their way back into this ball game, taking the lead and taking the game against the Nbi-Sharpshooters. What a game for us, Coach Anton. My goodness.
Great comeback. What resilience. We've talked about it. Not giving up for the Pao-Defenders in this ball game. Who would have thought that 20-point lead was going to disappear in the 4th quarter?
And you have to credit the defense of this Pao-Defenders coming up clutch. 84-79 is the score. The Pao-Defenders coming up with a big victory. Kaya naman, let's turn it over to Miss Flo Delagua for the best player of the game.
Salamat, Aaron and Coach Anton. Ito na nga yung sinasabi niyong best exciting part ng game day natin ngayong araw as our SLA DOJ PACO best player of the game is here beside me, Attorney Kirk Reboroso, with a double-double performance of 16 each sa points and rebounds and 2 assists. 2 assists, Attorney Kirk. Congratulations. I'm still having chills from that win. Simply put, how were you able to turn this game around to your favor?
Okay, stick lang sa plan. Talagang puso lang nilabas namin. Di namin expected na manalo na kami kasi first half pa lang. Tambak na. So ngayon, nag-uusap kami. Parang ibigay na lahat. Kasi nga, NBI, sobrang lakas ng mga kalaban namin. Ngayon, transition. Medyo minala sila sa mga shooting nila. Kami, comeback namin. Tuloy-tuloy na namin yun. Talagang puso lang.
Attorney, speaking of puso, sa huling panalo po ng wala ka at napakalaking factor nun, pero nakuha nyo pa rin yung panalo. In this game, nakuha nyong makabawi kahit na napakalaki na po ng lamang. Ano pong masasabi ito sa character ng Pao-Defenders?
Never say die. Andun talaga eh. Saka nagtutulungan kami lahat. Parang one family kami. Binibigay namin lahat. Ofensa, depensa, puso lang. Talagang tulungan lang kami sa loob pati sa ofensa.
Salamat, Attorney. This is your chance na batiin ang mga sumusuporta sa inyong kupunan at sa inyo po.
Okay. Binabati ko po yung asawa ko, si Con, pati yung pamilya ko na nanonood sa Pao Manila. Binabati ko rin po si birthday po niya ngayon, si Ace Asuncion, na nanonood ngayon. Shoutout din po yung si Boss Marlon, si Boss Pat, si Chief Presida Birueda Acosta, at saka sa lahat ng mga nanonood, maraming salamat.
Salamat, Attorney, at congratulations po muli as I turn you over to Aaron and Coach Anton for their final thoughts sa ating game day ngayong araw.
Thanks for that, Flo. That was Kirk Reboroso, the PACO best player of the game with a double-double, 16 points and 16 rebounds after that lackluster first half coming from the big man. And Coach Anton, what a game for us and what a way to end this triple header with a big comeback win from the Pao-Defenders.
And we called it right. The best exciting part. Save the best for last. This game, the Defenders' resilience and the puso, gaya ng sinabi ni Attorney Kirk Reboroso.
And the best exciting part indeed coming in this third game natin. Kaya naman, I'd just like to wish a thank you din sa iyo, Coach Anton, for joining us. And of course, at the end of our ball game, 84-79 is the score. Kaya naman, stay tuned at our social media pages for more schedules here at the SLA DOJ Interagency Cup. On behalf of Coach Anton de los Reyes, Miss Flo Del Agua, Direk Nomar Santiago, Direk Mike Danan, Direk Billy De Leon, Direk Boyet Roa, and the countless others involved here at Sinag Liga Asya. The name is Aaron D as your anchor for today, saying see you later from the city of Manila.